Hi Rob, so this is your workout for your hike, okay? So well done for making a commitment on the online plan. Big well done for that, mate. A lot of people don't get that far. So basically, I've asked one of my colleagues at the studio, his name's Ben, so he's going to be your model today, and he's going to be showing you all the different movements. Now, as I mentioned in your previous video, these are going to be movements. He's going to be laying the foundations for you to be able to do this challenge as best you can. As I said in that video again, it's like building a house. You have to start from the ground up. So these might be some weird and wonderful movements you've not seen before. But basically what we've done is we've put this together specifically for you and what you're doing. So you'll find that everything that we're doing in these exercises or movements will be replicating the feeling that your muscles and bones will be feeling whilst doing the challenge that you're doing. So basically it starts off like this and we build it up gradually, and I'll go into sets and reps before we finish. But basically we're looking for the endurance element, and we're looking to get your body feeling as much as what it's going to feel during the actual thing as possible, okay? So I'm going to start playing it now, but I'm going to start playing it slow-mo so I can talk as we go. So what we've got first is some multi-plane lunges. Now the emphasis with the lunge is on the downward phase, so as you take a nice big step, we're making sure we're going down rather than just coming across. Now, as I said, these are multi-plane lunges, so you'll see in a moment Ben will start to change direction. So now he's coming over here, and then again he's driving down with it as well. Okay, so those are the first exercises. So as you can see now, he's stepping in all different directions, so you're coming this way, that way, forward, backwards, left and right. All different variations of the lunge position, and obviously then again coming across himself as he just did. So we're really looking to stretch the legs out, get them feeling all the different ways and movements that they're going to feel while you're doing the hike. So next, now we have some hip flexor exercises. So now we're still going to be focusing on the stride forward. So as you can see, Ben's step forward, but we're not so focused on the downward motion now. It's all about the forward motion. So getting a nice big stride, and as you can see, he's stretching his arms up and just leaning back slightly as well. So I'll let that play again. So as you can see, he's stepping back and then forwards again. So again, these are going to be multi-plane again, so you're going to be able to move around in all different variations, different ways of moving. So as you can see here, he's taking a nice big stride across. He's not focusing on the downwards element, it's all about the across element. And then again, when he's going up, he's just leaning back as far as he can, so he's bringing the hands up above the head and then just rotating back slightly as well. So they're multi-plane, so you can move around all different positions. There is no right or wrong when you're doing multi-plane movements. It's just trying to make sure you get as much feeling and exercise in all them different muscles and all them different positions as possible. As I said, we will go over sets and reps at the end so you know where to go. There's going to be different variations of it, different levels, etc. So the next movement is a single leg deadlift. Now as you can see, Ben has got a kettlebell and a dumbbell there. Now I'm not sure what equipment you've got to hand. Either or would be fine as long as you've got some sort of weight there. And basically you're going to be doing same leg and same arm, single leg deadlift, as Ben's now about to demonstrate for you. So you're going to lean forward, pick up the weight, get yourself comfortable. And then from there, same arm, same leg, leaning forward, touching the weight as close to the floor as you can get, keeping your balance the whole way through, and coming all the way up and back through. Now don't be worried if you're wobbling on this slightly. This does become a slightly more of a core exercise as well, but obviously it all comes into play, making sure that we're using all the muscles we need to while we're doing these challenges that you're going to do. So again, now he's just going to demonstrate for you on the other side. So still same arm and same leg, obviously coming forward and then all the way up. Okay, so this next section is all going to be about how the spine feels and hip mobility and things like that while you're walking. So Ben's going to take you through all the different movements you're going to need to be doing, but these are just replicating all the different feelings that all your bones and muscles are going to feel whilst you're doing it, okay? So he's going to demonstrate the full the full one. So in this position here, this would be the full exercise. So he's nice straight back, and in a minute he'll go through what he's going to do. The regression of this, so if you find this a bit too hard to start with, it's just to pop your knees onto the floor as well, which Ben will demonstrate for you in a moment. So as you can see, Ben just drove his hips forwards towards the floor and then came back out afterwards. Okay, so it's not a lot of movement, but it's just that flexibility in the base of the spine and the hips. This is the regression movement, so obviously he's come down on his knees and he's still doing that forward and backwards movement there as well. So this one, you're more focusing on driving out to your side, so you're driving left and right and then coming back to the centre afterwards. So this time obviously Ben's driven his hips round to the side and then he'll come back to the centre and then drive round to this side. Okay, so it's all about going left and right with the hips and the spine. And then the regression of that again is to drop down to the knees and then do the same movement again. So now, as you can see, he's rotated his hip right down towards the floor, this side, and then he'll come back to centre and then he'll rotate right round to the other side again, okay? So again, this is now focusing on the twisting movement of the spine that you can feel as and when you're walking. And again, the regression version of that is obviously just with the knees on the floor there. So the next movement starts with, as Ben's just done there for you, bring your hand to your knee. So let me just see if I can get that to come back a little bit so you can see that. And then you're going to rotate all the way around. Again, hand to knee, and then rotating all the way out, round, arm all the way up in the air. So you're just getting the full rotation on that one. Okay, so this one is your generic squat movement to start with, but what you're going to be doing is you're going to be turning the feet in at different angles and moving in different positions, as Ben's now going to demonstrate for you. So again, there is no right or wrong with this, it's just any and every angle you can think of, in and out, feet close together, feet wide apart, feet staggered as Ben's just done there, toes facing in, toes facing out, so it's getting you to feel all those different types of movements. So as Ben demonstrated there, keeping one foot still, and then moving the other one out to a different position. It's absolutely fine as well. Just trying to get you to feel as many different positions as we possibly can. And again, there's the toes facing in there for you. So now this one is a foot driven exercise. So your standing foot is going to stay, oh sorry, I've just drawn that around the wrong way. Your standing foot's going to stay still, and then this foot's just going to drive out in all different directions. Now you will see, I think in this one Ben does have a little bit of a wobble. It can get a little bit difficult on this one. It's not a problem at all. Again, it sometimes does turn into a little bit of a core exercise, but it's all about balance, and as I'm sure you can understand, balance is very important in doing what you're doing. Or doing what you don't be doing, should I say. Okay, so you're just driving out all different ways. There's this little wobble there, look. So it's not as easy as it looks. So you just wobble, so foot comes out, all different angles, twisting in there as well. Driving all the way around, so you've got all in different planes of movement. So there's all your movements, Rob. I hope that all makes sense. Now, don't be discouraged if you haven't seen these before. As I said, Ben, the guy in the video, he's a movement coach and a movement specialist, and myself and him have got together and we've put together what we think is going to build the foundations for you to not only do this challenge, but smash this challenge. So obviously this is the level 1 exercise, if you like, and then obviously they progress on from there. Once you've mastered these, then we can move on. I look forward to hearing from you in your coaching call. In the meantime, if you get stuck on anything at all, let me know, drop me a message, give me a call, whatever, that's not a problem. In regards to sets and reps, I'd like you to be able to go through this whole video. So all these movements, I'd like you to do, level 1 would be 2 to 3 rounds, and every single one I want you to be doing a minimum of 10, well, in between 10 and 15 reps, okay? So I want you to do all of those exercises 2 to 3 times, and a minimum of 10 to 15 reps for level 1. And then if you want to bump it up to level 2, if you find that's a bit easy, I want you to do 5 to 6 sets. So go through the whole lot 5 to 6 times. Again, staying in the same rep range of 10 to 15, okay? Because we're looking for that endurance element. So just to recap, level 1 will be 2 to 3 rounds, 10 to 15 reps on each one. And level 2 will be 5 to 6 rounds, again, keeping it in the same rep range of 10 to 15 reps. Hope that all makes sense, mate. Look forward to hearing your feedback, and good luck.